Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here today with a first impressions review of a fragrance that I got a couple days ago. I'm going to bring you the full review, but here's the problem. It's pretty warm and I have nowhere to go in the evenings, so I haven't really had the time, other than around the house, to wear this. I will wear it at work and give you a full report, but it's new and I kind of wanted to give you guys like my first impressions on it because I think this one has a little bit of a hype for good reason, and it's going to be, so it's Black Orchid Parfum, fully gold bottle. And here is the box, pretty similar to the other box. Mine kind of came a little dinged up. I'll put the link on where I got it from before. As you guys know, most of my stuff is from fragrancebuy.ca. So that's where I got this. I think they might be out of stock, but they might have 50 mLs left, so I'll link it regardless. So rather than doing a full review on this, I kind of wanted to just review the differences between this and the Black Orchid EDP, the original, because that one I know, I love. It's one of my favorites. But I have them both right here. I've worn this on skin as well. To me, it has the same power as the Black Orchid EDP. The Black Orchid EDP is pretty strong. It's definitely out there. It's this one right here. It's polarizing, but it's to me so gorgeous. And the reason that I originally purchased the EDP is because the more it develops, the chocolatier it gets, but it's like a deep, rich, seductive chocolate. Yeah, chocolate is super seductive, so if you don't have chocolate fragrances, get on it. This one is also pretty similar. It's right here. As you guys know, if you spray these on skin, they stay for quite some time, so I didn't want to get it on skin, although I accidentally sprayed myself a little bit, but to my nose, I'm getting chocolate in both. The EDP is like kind of a darker chocolate. This is not as dark of a chocolate. I feel like it's just like a milkier chocolate. And it's brighter. I don't want to already give it like too much credit, but I think this one is going to be more versatile than the EDP, because the EDP is dark and mysterious, and it's definitely a nighttime fragrance. To me, a little bit more suited for fall, winter, maybe spring evenings. And I think you could get away with the Parfum maybe on more occasions. Although I think the Parfum and the EDP are very similar, I think the Parfum may be a little bit more agreeable to the average nose. I think if you could only get one and you're looking for something that's more of a people pleaser, I kind of have to say the Parfum. But to me, if you already have the EDP and you're not really like a collector of the Orchid series when it comes to Tom Ford, I hate to say it because I really like the Parfum, but I do think that you could get away with just having the EDP and not the Parfum. Maybe burn through your bottle of the EDP before you buy the Parfum. If you use your EDP pretty frequently, this is not a bad one to have in addition to it. But I do think that they have more similarities than differences, in my personal opinion. It's definitely a flanker. It's not one of those things where it's a flanker, but it's a brand new scent. No, this is really similar to the EDP. Just a little different, a little bit brighter, a little bit more agreeable, I think, because I know like Black Orchid EDP is a 50-50. Like, not everyone is going to love it. People are not going to like it. Now, the people that love it are really going to love it. I think it's a very black-white fragrance, you know what I mean? If you like it, you probably really like it. That's my opinion, but it's pretty polarizing. So yeah, I don't want to like go too far into depth because I feel like if you've smelled the EDP, you've already kind of gotten like a pretty good idea. I think the difference between the others in the collection are a lot more different than the EDP than the Parfum, which they should be, right? Like Velvet Orchid is more different than the EDP. Orchid Soleil more different. I haven't smelled the EDT yet. I do want to get it because I heard that one's actually pretty versatile, and honestly anything Black Orchid to my nose I love, so I know I'm gonna love it regardless. But I do feel pretty happy about picking up the Parfum. Fragrancebuy.ca had this really early on, which was really, really cool, and I think I saved like maybe $50 plus tax, which is pretty sweet because this just came out. So, guys, I really like it, and I think I get like the booziness out of this. If you like boozy notes, it's not super heavy in the boozy notes, but you definitely get them. And if you like that, this is a better buy to me than the EDP. Now, I like the fact that I have both because I like them both and I like them differently, and I honestly feel like maybe I'd be wearing them to different occasions. The reason I'm saying that you don't have to own both is because if you're really, like, if you aren't trying to spend a ton of money and you already have the EDP, I would personally wait till you burn that one out before you get the Parfum. But the Parfum is gorgeous. Maybe if you really like the Orchid series, you could wait until this gets discounted some more. It's discounted right now on fragrancebuy.ca, but I think it's going to get discounted more. I feel like, I don't think you could probably get the EDP, the Black Orchid EDP, as cheaply as I got it, but for 50 ml, I ended up picking up for $50. This was at Costco a while ago. I don't think Costco even has the prices that they used to have anymore on fragrance, but that being said, I do feel like the Parfum will go down in price over the next few months. If you want to wait for that, I don't think that this is a must-have immediately. Do I think you should eventually pick this up if you like the Orchid series? Yes. I mean, realistically, I think if you like the Orchid series, whether or not I said that, you would have picked it up, because the Orchid series is polarizing. If you like it, I just feel like you end up buying most of them because they're good. Tom Ford doesn't mess around with most of his fragrances. I just seem to really enjoy the Orchid series because I feel like they're really bold. If you're a bold person, man or woman, I think this is a fragrance for you. So let's go through, because I haven't gone through all the points about this yet. I do think that this is a compliment getter. I'm going to give you more about that when I do the full review. And I'll tell you more about performance, but just right off first sniff, just like the rest of the Orchid series that I've brought to you before, I think that this is unisex. I think it's even being marketed as unisex finally this time, because I know a lot of men wear the Black Orchid EDP and EDT and everything, so I think at this point they are marketing it as unisex. And I just think right off the gate, like, I think this is going to be a lot more versatile than the EDP. I'm going to try it. I'm going to maybe get a little daring and wear it like earlier in the evening when there's a little bit heat left, kind of see how it goes. I'm not going to be like crazy and wear it 2 p.m. or anything like that. Right now where I live, we are in like the hundreds in terms of temperature. It's about 105 to 110 degrees every day now, and I'm not making that up. It is insane, but luckily for me, there's no humidity here. So I'm going to bring all that to you pretty soon. If you want to check this out, like right now, I'll drop the link to fragrancebuy.ca down below if it's still there. Other than that, if you have any questions, drop them down below. I am going to try to bring you a full video after I tested it at work and with a couple of friends. We're still not like really out of lockdown here, so I'm going to do my best. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.